Am I the hole for telling my husband's family they aren't allowed around my newborn anymore? I, 30, have a 6-week-old baby and just told my husband's entire family that they are not allowed around her at all until she's 12 months. I made this decision without my husband, and I don't feel I'm wrong at all. And I refuse to backpedal from my decision regardless of how it makes him feel. Long story short, both my Mill and my Sil came to see the baby last week, and a few days following this, the baby is sick, super congested, fussy, puking, etc. I bring her to her doctors. She's fine but has the upper respiratory infection. Doctors tell me to continue to breastfeed on demand, and they gave her an RSV vaccination. Well, my husband called his mom when we were leaving the doctors and he had her on speaker because his phone is busted and only works that way. He gives her the rundown on what's going on with the baby, and that's when she basically tells us that not only was she exposed to the flu by one of her clients, but apparently Sil's husband had COVID the week prior to her coming to see the baby. Neither of them told us this when making the decision to come meet our daughter. In fact, I specifically asked them if either of them were sick around anyone who was, and they said no. So they lied to me about it and continued their facade while at my home because my husband's other sister called while Mill and Sil were at my home, and I told her she couldn't come over because her daughter had the flu and I wasn't chancing it. Mill and Sil heard me say this on the phone and still made out like they hadn't been exposed to anything. Needless to say, I confronted them both via phone and I was met with a, "You need to build baby's immune system, blah blah. It's not a big deal. She will be fine, etc. etc." So I told them that neither of them were welcome here or around my daughter until she was 12 months old, if then, because they are selfish as fuck. My husband is absolutely pissed right now. He says I'm going to isolate him and make him depressed. He has a history of depression. And that he needs his family, big family man. And that I'm selfish to do this to him, right before their big family holiday celebrations, Thanksgiving and Christmas. I basically told him I didn't care. Our daughter not becoming sick is my top priority, and his family doesn't give a fuck about that, so they aren't going to be around her. My friends also say I'm wrong because this should be my husband's decision too.